What if Anakin told Ahsoka about Darth Plagueis? In Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine tells Anakin the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise to manipulate him to the dark side. Anakin becomes infatuated with saving Padme from his nightmares and believes that the only way of keeping her alive is to turn to the dark side. But what if this wasn't the case? What if Anakin told Ahsoka about Plagueis and was able to get another opinion on what he should do? Let's start today's story just after Palpatine told Anakin about Plagueis. The Chosen One becomes confused. He doesn't know what to do. The only way to save Padme is to turn to the dark side. But what about the Jedi? What about his life that he had built? But then again, he didn't have a life if Padme wasn't in it. He was spiraling and he needed to speak to someone. He couldn't talk to Padme because she would want to sacrifice herself. And if he spoke to Obi-Wan or the Jedi, they would tell him to choose the Order above anything else. He needed advice from someone impartial. Anakin opens his comlink and contacts Ahsoka, who is currently on Mandalore preparing for the siege.
Anakin, it's good to hear from you.
I didn't know who else to call.
You look awful.
Yeah, well, it's been that kind of a week.
You shouldn't be contacting me, not with everything going on.
I had to. This isn't about the war. It's personal, Ahsoka. I need your help.
I'm listening.
Padme's going to die.
Ahsoka freezes, her voice drops.
What?
I saw it. I keep seeing it. In my dreams. She's screaming, reaching for me, and then gone. And I just stand there, useless.
Dreams aren't always visions.
They were, Ahsoka. With my mother. They were real. I ignored them then. I'm not ignoring them now.
Ahsoka nods slightly. She sees the panic he's hiding beneath the words.
Have you talked to Padme?
I can't. She'd tell me to accept it. To let go. And I can't let go. I won't.
Then what do you want from me?
Palpatine. He told me a story about a Sith, Darth Plagueis. He said Plagueis could stop people from dying.
Ahsoka tilts her head, narrowing her eyes, cautious.
Palpatine told you that?
He said the Jedi would never teach me that kind of power, that it's something beyond them.
A long silence commences as Ahsoka processes.
Why would he tell you that?
Because he understands. He's not afraid to talk about what we're all really afraid of. Losing the people we love.
That's not understanding. That's control. And since when does a politician tell stories about Sith Lords that even the Jedi don't know about?
You think he's lying?
I think it's not a coincidence he told you in your state of mind. Did he say how to learn this power?
No, not yet.
Then he's baiting you.
Anakin looks away, angry, not at her, but at the storm building inside of him.
If you knew you could stop someone from dying, would you?
I'd want to, but the price matters. Who I become matters. Who else gets hurt in the process?
I'm not sure I care anymore.
You care. That's why you called me.
Anakin's voice drops to a whisper.
There's even a chance it's real. Shouldn't I find out?
Not from him.
Anakin looks torn, eyes darting everyone in the room. He wants to believe her, but his fear is louder.
Let me help you. We figure this out together. I'll return to Coruscant immediately.
Ahsoka returns to Coruscant immediately to comfort Anakin. She had to keep a low profile to not raise any questions about her abandoning her battle because at the end of the day, that's exactly what she has done. Anakin and Ahsoka train together that night to allow Anakin to let off some stress. They speak further about what's bothering Anakin, but to be honest, neither of them know what to do. Ahsoka was simply focused on keeping her master's head on straight and keeping him as far away from the dark side as possible. It was here that Anakin told Ahsoka he is married to Padme and their relationship goes beyond friendship. Ahsoka admitted she already knew, but kept it hidden for his sake. That night meant a lot to Anakin, and although he was just as uptight and stressed about his wife's life, he was relieved to express his emotions to someone outside the Order and outside of politics. The following morning, Anakin was summoned by Palpatine. Arriving in his office, Anakin knew something was wrong. Palpatine was colder, and there was clearly something on his mind.
Ahsoka Tano is back on Coruscant. I thought she had a war to win.
Anakin didn't know the intentions of Palpatine. At the end of the day, he still thought of him as a father figure, as a guiding mentor, even if Ahsoka had strained that belief a little.
She did. I asked her to come back.
Why?
I needed someone I trust. Someone outside the Order. She sees things more clearly than most of them.
And you don't believe I offer clarity?
An awkward silence developed as Palpatine slowly stands and walks to the window.
You once said I was like a second father to you, but now you keep secrets. You run to your apprentice for guidance. I wonder, did you share our conversation? The one we had at the opera?
Anakin's expression hardens slightly.
I told her you mentioned a Sith legend, Darth Plagueis.
Did you?
You said the Jedi don't teach such things. So I asked myself, how do you know them?
Palpatine turns slowly, smile gone.
Not everything comes from holocrons and temple scrolls, Anakin. Some stories are far older than the Republic itself. I heard it when I was a child, on Naboo. Just a tale, a whisper, passed from one statesman to another.
A Sith legend passed around on Naboo?
You think the Jedi know everything about the Force? About life and death? Their arrogance blinds them, you see that? That's why you confide in her, your exiled apprentice, and not in the people who raised you.
Don't speak about her that way.
Palpatine narrows his eyes. The mood shifts. It becomes darker, even colder.
I'm trying to protect you, Anakin. From confusion, from betrayal, from fear. But if you choose to lean on people who already abandoned the Jedi, then perhaps I've misjudged your judgment.
The words hang, sharp and deliberate. Anakin clenches his fists, then turns sharply and leaves without another word. Anakin storms back to the temple in anger. Ahsoka meets him outside the council chambers. He's conflicted, angry, and filled with doubt. He tells her,
He knew you were back. He was furious. When I asked him where he learned about Plagueis, he said he learned it as a child on Naboo.
He's lying.
That's what I think too.
They both agree that this has grown out of their control. They must bring this before the council before it's too late. They both enter the chamber and stand in the center. Masters Windu, Yoda, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, and the rest of the council sit in silence. Anakin breathes deeply. What he's about to say will change everything.
Chancellor Palpatine is not who he pretends to be.
A few council members shift in their seats.
He told me the legend of Darth Plagueis, a Sith who could cheat death. He claimed the Jedi would never teach me that power, but that the Sith could.
Ahsoka glances at the Masters, scanning for reaction. Some furrow brows, some stare hard, but Windu doesn't move at all.
He's been manipulating Anakin, preying on his fear, his loyalty, his love, and I believe he's the Sith Lord we've been searching for.
These are grave accusations. Do you have proof?
I don't need proof. I know it's him. And I've been keeping something from you. Something personal. Padme Amidala is my wife.
Murmurs sound throughout the chamber as their faces contorted in disgust. A few eyes close, Windu's jaw clenches, and Yoda strokes his chin. Obi-Wan sat in the corner absolutely shocked. He couldn't believe he would out himself in public like this.
I've seen her death in visions. That's why I was vulnerable. That's why he targeted me. I won't hide from this anymore.
Mace Windu stands slowly, looking directly at him. Windu is mixed between wanting to destroy Palpatine, but also believing that Anakin deserves to be punished. But Yoda steps in before Windu can say anything too concrete.
Decide young Skywalker's fate. Later we will. Our attention on Palpatine must focus.
This changes everything. We can't allow him to remain in power. Not for another second.
In darkness, the truth lies, but act we must.
We go to the Chancellor. Now.
Obi-Wan speaks for the first time.
And Grievous?
He can wait.
Anakin and Ahsoka exchange a look, relief, but also fear. The moment is real now. There's no turning back.
Together, confront him. The end of the war. Perhaps this is.
The council rises as one, and Anakin, for the first time in days, breathes. They travel straight to the Republic Executive Building and enter Palpatine's office.
Masters, what an unusual gathering. To what do I owe this pleasant surprise?
The Jedi remain standing. Anakin and Ahsoka stay near the back.
We've come with concerns regarding a conversation you had with Jedi Knight Skywalker.
Oh, that. You mean our harmless talk at the opera? Surely you don't take ghost stories so seriously.
You spoke of a Darth Plagueis, a Sith, one who could prevent death?
A legend, nothing more.
But you said you'd heard it as a child, on Naboo. The Jedi have never recorded such a tale, so where did you really learn it?
Palpatine's expression tightens, just slightly. He walks back to his desk, slow and deliberate.
Sometimes we find knowledge in places the Jedi are too afraid to look. Old scrolls, forbidden fragments, whispers in the dark corners of the galaxy.
And you, Chancellor, have been looking in those corners?
Knowledge is not evil. Fear of it is.
Dangerous knowledge from dangerous paths. And dangerous you have become.
Palpatine exhales through his nose, calmly, then looks at Anakin.
You told them. I thought we were beyond that.
You said you could save her, and only you had the power. What power were you referring to?
A long pause envelops the room.
The power of the dark side.
Gasps ripple across the room. Ahsoka steps forward in disbelief. Obi-Wan's hands drop towards his belt.
You are the Sith Lord.
I am the only one who has been honest with him, with any of you. I never lied about what I am, only what I could offer.
Then you are under arrest.
No, I don't believe I am.
The Jedi ignite their sabers in succession. The glow reflects off the officer's marble floor. Palpatine's smile immediately fades.
You've grown arrogant, predictable, so easily baited into this confrontation, which is why you're already too late.
Suddenly, the massive window shatters in a burst of glass and wind. Two figures crash through. One of them was General Grievous. The other one was robed and had a mask keeping his identity concealed. Lightsabers were ignited from the figures. The hooded figure ignites two red blades. The Jedi instinctively backpedal, raising their sabers. The masked figure slowly stands, pulling off the mask. It's Qui-Gon Jinn, the old Jedi Master who was believed to be dead, but he wasn't the same. His eyes were burning yellow. His body had been turned half robotic with exposed cybernetics. A thick scar stretched across his chest where Maul once impaled him. His breathing is deep, mechanical, but steady.
Master?
The Jedi betrayed the galaxy. They let it rot under their code. I saw it as I lay dying.
Twisted you have become.
The Jedi think they can hold the future in chains. Now we break them.
The fight begins as Jedi and Sith launch at each other. There were 15 Force users in one room and it became chaotic. Palpatine laughed as he launched throughout the air, swinging with all of his might. Qui-Gon immediately displayed his dark side powers, killing Agen Kolar and Shuk Ti immediately. Palpatine followed suit, removing Kit Fisto's head and stabbing Saesee Tin. Anakin and Ahsoka fought together. Anakin was focused on protecting his apprentice. He couldn't lose her. Obi-Wan remained on the defensive, using his Form 3 fighting style, and Grievous swung at him with all 4 lightsabers. However, using all 4 blades made him slower, and when he was surrounded by multiple Jedi, he became confused. Yoda helped Obi-Wan fight Grievous as Oppo Rancisis fought with them. Together, they defeated Grievous. This led to the Jedi ganging up on Qui-Gon, and although he was able to kill Oppo and Depa Billaba, the combined forces of Anakin, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Yoda was far too great for him, and Obi-Wan sliced through the Old Master's legs and arms, causing him to fall to the floor. Although he was alive, there was nothing more he could do. He was out of the battle. Now the remaining Jedi had their sights set on Palpatine, who was currently locked in a tense duel against Mace Windu. The Jedi joined in and used all of their Force powers, with Plo Koon firing Force Judgment and Windu using his Vapod powers. Yoda leaped above and Anakin engaged with passion. Palpatine was completely outmatched and there was nothing he could do. Very soon, his defenses faltered and he lost control of his lightsabers, leaving him exposed to a saber strike from Anakin and Windu simultaneously. The Dark Lord dropped to the floor dead. It was over. The Clone Wars ended with the defeat of Chancellor Palpatine, now exposed as Darth Sidious. With his defeat, the war effort collapsed, and the Republic began to heal. Anakin remained with Padme, who safely gave birth to twins called Luke and Leia. Understanding the depth of his journey, the Jedi Council allowed him to stay in the Order after a long debate. Ahsoka rejoined the Jedi, no longer an exile, but a bridge between the old ways and the new. Together, she and Anakin helped lead a new generation of Jedi. With the help from the Kaminoans, the Council were able to bring Qui-Gon back to the light side of the Force and remind him of who he was prior to Palpatine corrupting him. After years of solitude and reflection, he returned, humbled and redeemed, and once again taking his place among the Jedi. Peace slowly returned to the galaxy. The dark side had been exposed and the light had prevailed. Anakin Skywalker had achieved peace in the galaxy, and he had everything he had ever wanted. A life as a Jedi, amazing friendships, and best of all, the most beautiful family he could have ever hoped to create.
Hey guys, over at Fantasy Sabers, for the entire month of August, we're giving away a free The Sun Deluxe edition with every Saber order. We offer the best Neopixels on the market, so grab one for yourself.
If you enjoyed today's video, you must watch What If Anakin Received a Black Kyber Crystal and What If Revan Joined the Jedi Council during the Clone Wars. Please check out Fantasy Sabers if you're looking for an affordable saber to add to your collection. We offer RGB, Xenopixel or Profi in various sizes and designs. Also check out our membership program to be able to watch our videos early. Thanks for watching and may the Force be with you.